Hello, hello, hello. Today is April 8th, 2024. Welcome to the channel. To those who have been here before, welcome back. We are looking at AUUD, WAVE, BTTR, LGVN, and DXYZ. AUUD. So what caught my attention with AUUD was some activity in after hour, and that's how it got on my scan on Friday. And what got my attention was this formation here, the leaning / leaning 45-degree angle. When a stock lean this way, it tend to go up this way. When a stock going up in this 45-degree angle this way, it tend to go this way. So that's another thing you want to pay attention to. So it's, I know that I want to get into it, but I also know that it's going to get down to around, it's going to touch this area. So I set a buy trigger at 145, and today in pre-market I got fill right here in this area, and it went from 145 to I got out around this area right here. At this point it was like 240, 250%, 250% on the day. Such a big move like that, and I have seen this formation before. This thing will likely, I expect it to fill the gap down here, so that's why I jump out. And as you can see, for the rest of the day, you see big candle on the sell side, on spike to 6, and eventually ended the day at 346. WAV. WAV was a end of day kind of trade. Couple of things caught my eye was, first of all, the volume. At the time it was 19 something. No, at the time of this it was at maybe 20 million share traded. What I'm looking for in trading: big move up, identify strength. These are the trading steps. As always, we have a big move up and multiple high. So when it pulled back to moving average right here, it was a great opportunity to get into it, and I got it right here when it broke above both 50-minute moving average and bounced off the 200-minute moving average. And from here it broke new high of day above 386, and eventually hit high at 537. So right here we got a break of a new high. This is one of my trading rule. Okay, I bought it here and then held it all the way up here. But as soon as it broke above and this pullback, I knew that it's gonna do. Well, not new, but I expected to move much higher, and it did. So this is a right here another entry, right? I want to point out the fact that there another entry right here. um, you buy the first pullback from new high. This is the new high of the day. This is the pullback, and you got two more new high. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That the technical 5 wave move, and the end of the fifth wave normally it's a pullback after that. So and we did have that after it hit 537 and pulled back all the way to 36. And we are moving on to BTTR. So BTTR is another trade that I put on Friday last week when it made this multiple high after 7:30. So this is Friday. Okay, 7:30 is right here. Right here. My rule is if it make multiple high with strength after 7:30, I'm gonna buy the pullback. Either pullback here or here. But the fact that I didn't see this, that's why I didn't trade it. Trade. That's why I didn't trade the pullback here on Friday. So on Friday I saw this, and I saw the pullback to moving average, and I put on a trade right here. And and today it pulled back even further to here, and I knew because of these time frame, I knew that the chart didn't have anywhere to go but up from there. So from here I held all the way down to here, and eventually broke Friday's high at 10:46, and I got out around up here, around here. I think I I think right underneath under $10 is where I set the stop gain when it made the move above $10. LGVN got my attention on Friday when it made a move after hour. Big strength. We didn't have the third high, but it held above $3. And today it got a spike from 3. It continued to bounce off $3. So this right here was a great entry point with stop loss under 3. This right here was a great entry point with stop loss under 3. You got here at 322, and they got to high of 547. So where would you take profit from here? Where would you take profit? I would let it go and set stop loss under $5 after it made the move above there. This is why I have this rule right here for myself. Okay. High and low often form in the first trading hour. Anything outside of that is norm and considered very strong stock. So at 7 o'clock, we have height of day, and it pull back from there. So from here, from the pullback um, to support and moving average at 3:30, it went it made day high at near 55. That that's quite a trade right there. And the next one, DXYZ. DXYZ, I did not trade DXYZ. You can't trade everything. It's just a simple fact. So DXYZ, first thing, when I saw this on Friday, I saw big move, big move. Even though there's a gap right here, but big move down to here. And when I got my attention on Friday, was at when it made this move in the last hour. So it got my attention, and I want you to pay attention to this formation right here. Okay, we got a big move up. We got a big move up, a pullback, but it held above an area. Okay, it held above 55.39, and then today it opened higher, but then pulled back to this pull back to moving average and never broke down below the supports that was formed on Friday. So we have this move up, and not immediately, but quite for a little bit of time, it made another high, and then it eventually broke above that. A break above this right shoulder here, consider a buy. A pullback to support, to moving average, to support here, consider an entry, consider a buy. So a pullback to here with stop loss under 55.39 would be my suggested entry. So when I pull back to 56 and it make days high at 100, 56 100, that's $40 for $40 move on within the first let's see, this is 2 o'clock, within 2 hours within 2 hours after open. Remember this rule: high and low often form within the first trading hour. That's a normal day for any stock, but then DXYZ made higher high outside of 7:30, outside of the first hour of trading, and much higher high 2 hours after first hour of trading, with RSI hitting 90, and held above 60 for most of the day. So it is a very, very strong day that the XYZ had. Can't tell the volume on here, but it 50,000. It had to be above 10 million shares traded today. So we have two high outside of 7 o'clock. So when I pull back to here, I would consider that a buy, but I wouldn't buy that there yet. I want to see a bounce. I would want to see a bounce first. So I would mark a bounce, and we continue to, and this is about lunchtime in New York. You don't want to make an enter a position during New York lunch hour, and that's just one of my rules. So I wouldn't want to enter a trade right here, but any of these we'll consider a good play for entry with stop loss right underneath it. Okay, so from here 76, it went to 150. That's another $50. Um, close to $50. Close to $50. And it finally broke $100 mark after hour, and a pullback to here we consider a buy as well. 2 moving average considered buy as well, and I will do a stop right underneath here, and I would do a stop right under 90.45 right here, because here you see resistance and then break and then support and make high, another bounce right here. So an entry right here with stop loss under here would be a place for entry. So that is what I have for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Feel free to leave a comment, but don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy trading. Thank you.